Okay, so the Lupron shot is done. You're not showing my belly, are you?
Right.
Okay, like here up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then you discard the needle into your handy little sharps.
Yep.
Which is your medical waste container.
Yep.
Okay, so the Lupron shot, easy peasy, done. Doesn't hurt. The next one is a little bit more complicated. Do you think the stripes make me look fat?
I cannot answer that right now.
Honey, that's mean. Do you think I look like I just got out of jail?
Yes.
Okay. Top? Cap?
Yes.
Off the needle. Okay. And, let's see. Should I put the air in here first? I didn't do that before, but then I got lots of air bubbles, so I think I will do it this time. Oh, and by the way, this is a disclaimer that I'm not a trained professional, so if you do this and you mess it up, don't sue me. Okay, this is just purely for entertainment purposes. Right, hon?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is actually, you're going to soak up all of the sodium chloride, which is sort of your mixing fluid. So you jab the big needle in here, and then inject the air first. Again, I don't know if you have to do that. And then what you want to do is you want to turn it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And also, this needle has a beveled edge, and so you want to put the needle with a beveled edge down.
Yep.
And that will make much more sense when you have it in front of you. But you want to pretend like you're sort of pouring a beer. That's what the pharmacist told me. It's not nearly as much fun as that, let me tell you though. So you try to soak up all of the liquid out of the bottle, even though it's way more than what you're going to need. Okay, so you soak everything up into the syringe, and then what you're going to do is, you don't have to show this part, is discard the excess liquid. Ooh, see that big air bubble? See, there's a big air bubble in there, and that's what you don't want, and that's what we're having a hard time figuring out. But, so you get to the 1 mark, because that's the amount that we're going to use for mixing. Okay, so next what you're going to do is go one by one, and right now I'm on 2 vials of the Menopur and 2 of the Brevell, and I started with 4 of the Brevell. So what you do is you just do, ooh, this one looks funny. Think that's okay?
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, you inject the needle along with all of the fluid into each bottle one by one. You hold down the syringe, otherwise it'll start to come up by itself, and you just make sure that all the liquid, it dissolves really quickly, is gone. Becomes clear, and you do the same exact thing that you did with the sodium chloride. You turn it to the side, you put the beveled edge down, and then you slowly pull up. And actually the pressure of the vacuum will force the syringe up on its own, and you sort of want to try to steady it so you don't get extra air. You get every bit of liquid up, turn it upside down, 1 down. Then you go down the line, injecting the liquid into the powder. Let the powder dissolve. Then you turn it to the side with the beveled edge down. Do you think this is a good tutorial?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would this have helped us if we saw it?
I think so.
You soak up every bit of liquid. There's a big air bubble in there, which is not good. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. Do you have any good jokes, honey, for filler right here?
No, honey.
Okay. How about that knock-knock joke?
The knocked up joke?
Knock-knock.
Don't know it.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting cow.
Interrupting.
Moo!
Good one, honey.
Okay. Here we go with the 3rd. Well, do you have any better jokes, hon?
Nope.
Okay. I guess my stand-up career is going to be short-lived.
I mean, there's nothing to it. You're just, you know, this is the procedure, and
I know.
there's nothing fun about it.
No, that's true. That's why I'm trying to make it a little more fun. Okay, so that's all mixed up in there. Turn it to the side like you're pouring a beer. Put the beveled edge of the needle down and then slowly pull up. See that air bubble in there?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's not the same problem that we had last night. Soak everything up. Okay. Now that everything is in the syringe, you're going to switch, thank God, to a smaller needle. But you want to make sure there's no liquid left in the needle. So you're going to pull it down. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you carefully cap it so you don't impale yourself. Whoops. Helps to use the right size cap. Okay, so hopefully all of the medicine is out of the needle into the syringe. You twist it off carefully and you put on the little needle, which is definitely smaller than this one, but unfortunately it's a little bit bigger than the other shot. The other shot is really breeze. This one, it's okay, it's not great. Alright, so then you uncap this one, and then the key is to slowly push up, because you want all the liquid to be at the very top and actually into the needle. And so the way that you do that is by pushing it up into the syringe, and you know it's in the needle when one little bead gets to the very top. Just like that. Now the trick is, if you have any big air bubbles, to get them out. I think this one looks like it's okay.
Looks good.
Last night, I had a total freak out because there was a huge air bubble, and I was sure that I was going to poke it right into a vein and get an embolism and die right here in my kitchen. My husband assured me that that wouldn't happen, but I didn't trust him, so I called my mom, who was a nurse, and she said little bubbles probably won't matter, and they probably won't hurt. But just in case, you can flick it like that. See, there are little air bubbles right around the top, so you try to get the air bubbles out, and then you're good to go. You're good to inject. Which I'm not going to show you because that would be rated like, NC-17 if you saw my belly. You can't see my belly, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this shot and then we'll see how this video comes out. And then if it's any good or if it could be of any help to anyone, we might do another one down the road, right?
Yep.
Okay.